In this lecture, we are going to see about MAC protocols for ad hoc wireless networks. What is MAC protocol? Medium Access Control Protocol, and it is required for controlling access to the shared medium and wireless networks. Moreover, it is responsible for error correction in the physical layer, doing framing, physical addressing, flow and error control mechanisms. This MAC layer depends on how reliably and efficiently data can be transferred between two nodes along the routing path in the network. Moreover, nodes in the ad hoc wireless network share a common broadcast radio channel. Since the characteristics of the wireless medium is totally different from the wired medium, we need a set of protocols while designing your ad hoc wireless networks. MAC protocols for ad hoc wireless networks. We need to address certain issues when compared to the wired medium. These are all nothing but no mobility, limited bandwidth availability, error-prone broadcast channel, and hidden and exposed terminal problems, and also power constraints. Issues in designing a MAC protocol for ad hoc wireless networks. Bandwidth efficiency must be maximized. When you have quality of service support into account, for example, your military application, the mobility of the nodes and also the deployment of the nodes will be very high, where resource reservation will be very high. So it must be taken into account in order the nature of the wireless channel and mobility of nodes accountable. Synchronization. In order to make the data transfer between source and destination node, we need to, before transferring the data, we need to exchange some control packets. So this control, your bandwidth reservation of exchanging the control packets will not be very high. Moreover, this exchange of control packets will be making the synchronization, time synchronization for exchanging the messages between the nodes. Hidden and exposed terminal problems. When you look at the figure, S1, S3 and R1 are in the same coverage range. S2 and R1 will also be in the same coverage range. If S1 and S2 will be sending the data to R1, at the R1 it will be collided, because S1 and S2 are in the different coverage range, may not know each other. This is called as hidden terminal problems. What are exposed terminal problems? When S1 and R1 is in transmission, S3 wants to send the data to R2, it cannot send the data to R2 till the transmission between S1 and R1 is completed. This is well explained by the description. Hidden terminal problem. Both the node R1 and R2, S1 and R1 transmit to node R1 at the same time. These packets collide at R1. This is because both the nodes S1 and S2 are hidden from each other and they are not within the transmission range of each other, may not know the presence of each other. Exposed terminal problem. Here S3 cannot transmit the data to R2. S3 cannot transmit the data to R2 if S1 is sending the data to R1. The neighboring node S1 is in transmitting mode, so it cannot interfere the ongoing transmission. These kind of hidden and exposed terminal problem will reduce the throughput of the network when the traffic load is high. So it must be taken into account while designing a MAC protocol for wireless networks. Another issue is error-prone shared broadcast channel. MAC protocol should grant a channel access to nodes in such a manner that collisions are minimized. Moreover, we need to ensure that all the nodes are treated fairly with respect to the bandwidth allocation. Distributed nature and lack of central coordination. Nodes must be scheduled in a distributed fashion. As the deployment of the nodes in the wireless network and accessing of the channel is high. This may require exchange of control information. This exchange of control information will share the bandwidth consumption. So it must not be that much high while designing a MAC protocol for wireless networks. Mobility of nodes. If the mobility of node is very high, then the bandwidth reservation and the control exchange of control information will not be of no use at all. So we must take the consideration while designing your MAC protocol, the mobility of the nodes. The next topic we are going to see multi-channel MAC protocol. The multi-channel MAC protocol mainly uses multiple channels for data transmission and has no control channel. Moreover, each node maintains a different data structure called as preferable channel list. The usage of channels within the transmission range of the node is maintained by this PCL. Based on this usage, the channel will be further divided into three types: high preference channel, medium preference channel and low preference channel. Channel has been selected by the current node and is being used by the node, the current being called interval, then it is called as high preference channel. Medium preference channel, a channel which is free and is not currently being used by the transmission range of the node. If there is no high preference channel is available, this MID will get the next preference. Low preference channel, the channel is already being used by the transmission range of the node by other neighboring nodes. Since it is already used, we need a counter. This counter associated with each low preference channel, which will count the source and destination pairs which have chosen the channel already in the current beacon interval. Your time is divided into different beacon intervals, equally spaced beacon intervals, and every node is synchronized by periodic beacon transmissions. At the start of beacon interval, there exists a time interval called as ad hoc traffic indication messages window. Yes, this will used by the nodes to negotiate for channels with messages 8 am, 8 am acknowledgement, 8 am rest messages, nothing but reservation messages. This is for the window. So your time is divided into different beacon intervals. At the start of each beacon interval, you will be having 8 am window. In that, the transferring of 8 am messages will be taken place. Initially, node source node S1 will send the data to the receiver node R1 through the 8 am message. Each 8 am message will have PCL, preferable channel list, which is nothing but a database, will be sent to the node R1. In response to that, 8 am acknowledgement message will be sent from R1 to S1 and will also be heard by R2 or be overheard by R2. 8 am message, 8 am acknowledgement, both will have the channel information of each other, that is your source 1 and receiver 1. Upon receiving this 8 am acknowledgement message by S1, this S1 identified that the channel information from the 8 am acknowledgement message. In response to that, source 1 will send the 8 am rest message to R1 through 8 am rest message. So this 8 am rest message is nothing but a reservation message, so that this is the confirmation message for channel reservation. Similarly, 8 am acknowledgement message is overheard by R2, so that it will identify that the channel which is indicated, which is the indication of the channel nothing but the channel number from the R1 to S1 as known by R2, for example channel 1, by means of the ID 1, so that it will be identified by R2. If source 2 send the ATM message to R2, it will send the channel information method nothing but the usage of channel 1 by S1 and R1 to S2 by means of the message ATM acknowledgement 2. 2 is the identity of the channel, nothing but channel 2 to S2, so that the source 2 will send the response message nothing but ATM res message to R2, so that channel 2 is confirmed for making a data transfer between S2 and R2. After receiving the data, after receiving these data messages through this ATM window, next the exchange of control information nothing but RTS and CTS will be taking place. RTS is nothing but request to send, CTS is nothing but clear to send. After which data transfer will be taking place. In response to that, each source or destination node, not source node or destination node, will send the acknowledgement message to another node, so that the data transmission will be completed in different channels, nothing but a multi-channel MAC protocol. This is well explained by the description. Want to send the transmit the current peak on level, sends an ATM packet to the internet destination. It carries PCL of the transmitting node. The destination node, upon receiving this PCL carried on the packet, and it sends its own PCL to the select channel. It includes channel information in the acknowledgement ATM acknowledgement packet to the source node. Source node, on receiving this acknowledgement packet, determines whether it can transmit on the channel by indicating acknowledgement, which is indicated in the acknowledgement message. To further transmit, it responds by sending a destination node ATM res packet. So these two messages will also be notified by to the neighboring nodes. The nodes that hear these packets updates PCLs accordingly, because it indicates which are all the channels used by the different source and destination nodes. At the end of the ATM window, the source and destination nodes switch to the agreed upon channel and can start communicating with each other by sending RTS and CTS packets. The operation of the MAC protocol. At the beginning of the interval, source node S1 sends an ATM message to R1. R1 responds by sending acknowledgement message with the ID of the channel nothing but channel 1 to S1. Node S1 on receiving this will confirm the channel by sending ATM res message nothing but reservation message for channel 1. At the same time, R2 will also be heard by R2 will also heard this acknowledgement message from R1. When node R2 receives an ATM packet from source 2, it shows as a different channel, as channel 1 is already being used by the source 1 and R1, that is S1 and R1, and sends channel information to S2 by acknowledgement packet. Since channel 2 is agreeable to S2, it responds by sending res message, so that reservation is confirmed for making data transfer between S2 and R2. Once ATM window finishes, data transmission will be taking place between source node and S1 and R1 and S2 R2 in the channels, reserved channels, channel 1 and channel 2 respectively. Thank you for watching.